that we're keeping a very close eye on. One after the other, we're now seeing many within the opposition, many opposition leaders, including TMC MP Mahua Moitra, Congress MP Shashi Tharoor, MIM Chief Aswaddin Owaisi, all coming out and tweeting and claiming that they have been part as far as a state-sponsored attack is concerned. They've all scared screenshots of what they've got or what they claim is a message from Apple. The BJP has also not responded, saying that the usual suspects are raising a storm over state-sponsored attacks, further saying that they should wait for an official statement from Apple to come and for Apple to clarify their position.
क्यों कह रहे हैं? मैसेज अलर्ट आ चुका है। सरकार न कहे कि ये अलर्ट गलत है, मतलब ये हो क्या रहा है? डिजिटल दुनिया बना रहे हैं और इन्वेसिव पॉलिटिक्स के तहत क्या देखना चाहते हैं कौन किससे बात कर रहा, क्या बात कर रहा है? सीधी सी बात, सरकार की ओर से अभी तक कुछ सुना ही नहीं मैंने।
महुआ मोइत्रा जी पे बड़े गंभीर आरोप है, उसके लिए उनको संसद की समिति के सामने भी जाना होगा। अब उसमें एक ये आरोप लगा रही हैं, किस आधार पे ये कह रही हैं? तो मुझे लगता है ये ध्यान भटकाने का एक प्रयास किया जा रहा है कि क्योंकि उनको समिति के सामने एक आधा दिन के जाना है, उसके लिए शायद जवाब देना उनके लिए कठिन होगा।
क्या मैसेज है नहीं है ये उनका कहना है ना, इसको एप्पल क्लैरिफाई करेगा। उसको उनसे परेशानी है तो एफआईआर कर दें एफआईआर, कौन रोक रहा है उनको? क्या वैसे ही हो जाए? राहुल गांधी ने देश में हल्ला करके कि मेरा फोन पेगासस में हैक हुआ है, और जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा अपना फोन दीजिए इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए बिफोर द कमिटी, नहीं दिया उन्होंने। तो ये तो मुझे, और आपने शशि थरूर की बात की तो खुद स्टैंडिंग कमेटी के चेयरमैन रहे हैं, आईटी के, टेलीकॉम के, उठा करके क्यों नहीं पूछते हैं एप्पल के कंपनी से, गिव एक्सप्लेनेशन व्हाट दिस मैटर? नहीं संतोषजनक हो एफआईआर करें। लेकिन ये सब कहने के पहले सरकार पर आरोप, ये बिल्कुल बेबुनियाद है, फॉल्स है।
देखिए, ये एक ईमेल आया कल रात को एप्पल से ही, और वो उन्होंने वहाँ पे सूचना दी हमें कि आपके सरकारी एजेंसीज के द्वारा स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड, ये शब्द उन्होंने इस्तेमाल किया, स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड आपके सर्वेलेंस हो रही है, आपका फ़ोन और आपके पूरे सिस्टम्स जितने भी आपके ये है वो सब जो है हैक किए जा रहे हैं ऑफिशियली। और ऑफिशियल यंत्रों को, मतलब इसको टैकल करना बड़ी ज़्यादा मुश्किल है ऑर्डिनरी हैकर्स। अब ये नौबत क्यों आई मोदी सरकार को हमारे ऊपर भी जासूसी करें? और जासूसी नहीं, ये एक मौलिक अधिकार है हर नागरिक का, यहाँ पर उसकी प्राइवेसी के लिए, ये हमारे देश के संविधान कहता है। ये हम चाहते हैं कि सरकार स्पष्टीकरण दे ये क्या कर रही है। वो
सीरियस वार्निंग थी, जहाँ पे वो डूज एंड डोंट्स भी बता रहे थे हमें कि क्या हमें करना चाहिए टू सेफगार्ड हमारे जो भी डेटा है। तो दिखाता है किस तरह, और बहुत स्पष्ट तरीके से कहा है स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड है, ये जो अटैक हो रहे हैं स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड हैं। हमारा स्टेट कौन, सरकार कौन? तो वो क्लियरली ये बता रहा है ये केंद्र सरकार की तरफ से प्रायोजित कार्यक्रम है और इस पे आप सावधानी बरतिए। और आज सवेरे जब पता चला कि बहुत सारे ऑपोजिशन के एमपीज़ हैं जिनको इस तरीके की ईमेल आई है, वार्निंग आई है, तो मैं बस यही कहना चाहूँगी, पेगासस का किस्सा हो चुका, उसको खारिज करने की पूरी कोशिश की गई, पार्लियामेंट में उस पर चर्चा नहीं हुई। अदानी के भ्रष्टाचार पे कोई चर्चा नहीं हो रही है, उनके बचाव के लिए इस तरीके के कार्यक्रम हो रहे हैं। सब जानते हैं कि ऑपोजिशन में कौन वोकल वॉइसेस हैं, और ऑपोजिशन के ही एमपीज़ को ये मैसेज आ रहे हैं, तो यानी ये लार्ज स्केल सर्वेलेंस हो रहा है जो स्टेट प्रायोजित है। तो मैं बस यही कहूँगी कि इस पर जाँच होनी चाहिए और केंद्र सरकार को इस पर स्पष्टीकरण देना चाहिए।
Let's also now bring in our colleague and senior editor Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining us from our newsroom. Pallavi, one after the other, we're seeing many voices come out from the opposition, all claiming that there is mass-scale surveillance and snooping that is happening at the behest of the central government. Could you first help us understand how many of these leaders have already come forward, if we have a number of how many of them are claiming exactly this?
Well, there are many actually, and they're not just all belonging to a Congress party. If you heard Rahul Gandhi's press conference, he rattled off names of several Congress leaders, some from his own office and some like KC Venugopal, Shashi Tharoor, all of them who have received this alert. But apart from Congress leaders, TMC leader Mahua Moitra has received it, Akhilesh Yadav says he's received it, Raghav Chaddha says he's received it. So the point which is being made by the India Front opposition parties is that one, you belong to opposition, second, you ask questions of the government, and all of you are under surveillance.
Now, Pallavi, of course, the BJP is responding very, very strongly. They're saying these are all baseless allegations, because the question that they're raising is that how does a technology firm, whether it's Apple or any other firm, know that one, that you belong to an opposition firm, and secondly, what really is a state-sponsored attack? How does Apple know that you're going to be attacked or you're under surveillance?
So there are 2 points which are happening over here. First of all, by way of our sources, we've learned that what Apple sources are saying, and they're going to come out with a detailed statement which is going to say pretty much the same thing, that they've noticed a malfunction in the algorithm, which means that these kind of alerts were sent out, and they are not specifically targeted alerts. It's not just only opposition party MPs or people belonging to one particular ideology who are receiving these alerts. In fact, the instance which is given out is also one or two of those journalists also who have received these kind of alerts coming in from Apple, which has this kind of a system embedded within their software which ensures privacy and also that you are saved and protected from hacking. That's as far as the alert coming in by way of our sources within Apple. Government and the BJP is making 2 points. One, they are quoting the Apple sources. Second, they're making the point that earlier also Rahul Gandhi had raised a lot of controversy, and there was a lot of furor over the Pegasus issue, but that was something which was investigated. The Supreme Court too had stepped in, but nothing really had come out of it. What the BJP is saying is that look at the timing of these kind of complaints. It's timed with Mahua Moitra going before the Ethics Committee on 2nd. And of course, the counterpoint coming in from the opposition parties is that if in case there has been a malfunction, then why is it that only the opposition parties have been a victim of this malfunction?
Well, those are questions that we'll definitely need clarity on. Pallavi, we'll just request you to stay on with us. We in fact also have a cyber expert, Kanish Kaur, also now joining us on the broadcast. Kanish, good to have you with us here on CNN News 18. Multiple layers to what we want to still understand, those unanswered questions. First, let's begin with the basics. If we had to define it simply, what is a state-sponsored attack? Because many today, yes, of course, questioning the timing and why have only the opposition leaders gotten it. But from a technology firm's perspective, what categorizes a state-sponsored attack?
Yeah, thank you for having me. So APT stands for Advanced Persistent Threats, which are prolonged and targeted cyber attacks to gain intruder access into people's phones or networks, and they remain undetected for a long time.
Okay.
Now, there could be multiple countries which are involved in APTs. We have seen China create a lot of APTs, North Korea create a lot of APTs, right? And these have been done to gain meaningful access. Now, company like Apple today has a built-in security mechanism that it uses to notify users when there's an attempted hacking or compromise of a specific device. Now, these alerts are designed to basically highlight the user that they need to protect their systems and what mechanisms Apple has taken to safeguard them. What the user could typically do is change their passwords, implement multi-factor authentication, also consult cyber experts for any kind of investigation. But directly blaming the government, saying the government has done it without proper investigation, I think is wrong today, because these attacks keep on happening. India today is one of the largest cyber attack victims in the country, and these attacks have happened in the past.
Yeah.
So calling out Pegasus or calling out the government doing it is absolutely wrong. Let there be an independent committee which could get into this and do their independent investigation. So I think not just the common man, also the members of parliament need to be more aware about these basics. See, we are today in the last day of Cyber Awareness Month, which is celebrated in the month of October. We need more cyber awareness, not only just for you and me, but also for some of these senior leaders, so they don't make such claims.
Okay.